Tom Varner, and welcome to Adventures in TV Land. For today's adventure, we visit the remains of the former state and military prison in Alton, Illinois. This site was the site of the first state prison in the state of Illinois. It opened in 1831. In 1860, just prior to the Civil War, prisoners were transferred to Joliet. And during the Civil War, this site served as a site for Confederate soldiers. There was a massive epidemic of smallpox that broke out in the prison. And between 6 to 10 people a day died. All total, over 4,000 people died from smallpox in this prison. At the close of the Civil War in 1865, the site was permanently closed and demolished, and this structure is all that remains. Now the various placards here, they tell a little bit about the prison. This first one tells about the site when it was the first Illinois state prison. And then this next one tells about when it became a military prison during the Civil War. These two billboards talk about the prisoners who were here and some of the soldiers who guarded them. These two billboards, one talks about the assassination of Elijah Lovejoy, the other talks about the prison and what happened to it after the Civil War. It was basically demolished and turned into a parking lot. And the last two placards here talks about what happened to the graves and bodies of all of those who died while this was a military prison. And the other is just about some further information about the history of this site. This is the marker monument for over 1,000 Confederate soldiers who died in the prison here in Alton. They were unable to decipher which body belonged to who, and so on and so forth, and so a mass grave. Eventually, a special marker was placed here. The names of all the soldiers are inscribed on these plaques. And the inscription on that plaque reads, "Erected by the United States to mark the burial place of 1,354 Confederate soldiers who died here and at the Smallpox Hospital on the adjacent island, all prisoners of war, and whose graves cannot now be identified." I've been to a few federal cemeteries in my life. This is one of the smallest I've ever seen. It's one of the most unique. No graves. Just a fence, a gate, and a memorial monument with the names. Soldiers that were in the military hospital here in Alton. Now I am at Smallpox Island in West Alton, Missouri. It's just across the river from Alton. And there is a small monument here to the men who died from smallpox in the military prison in Alton. Just do a walk around this side here, each side. And here's a list of the civilians who fell to the smallpox epidemic and were buried on the island as well. Looks like there's 16 of them. Well, this has been another adventure in TV land. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you didn't like, hit the dislike button. Subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for notifications. Thanks for watching. Until next time, that's a wrap.